Hi, it's Gina at Tarot and Time in Kent, Connecticut. I'm here to give you a tarot and astrology reading for the week of May 3rd. First off, I want to thank everyone who's been supporting us for the past year. We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary when we had launched virtually on April 1st of 2020. So we got pushed into that virtual world and really, we were kicking and screaming the whole way, but really grateful that we did. We just hit over 100 followers on YouTube, which might not sound like a lot, but we really think it is. So thank you for your support. We had so much fun doing giveaways. We're going to continue to do giveaways. So stay tuned for more information about that. I want to make sure we're in Taurus season, and Taurus is all about value, right? It's related to the second house, the house of money, anything that you value. And so I want to make sure that my readers know, and that you know that I really value the people that work with me and for me. I have some amazing people that I am so grateful to have working with me and having them in my life, and really good friends. And so I just got done, I'm a little teary still from it. I listened to Mimi Falco's month ahead May tarot reading, and boy, did it hit me right in that spot. So yeah, so make sure you listen to Mimi. The month ahead was fantastic. She's a great tarot reader and astrologer. We are so lucky that we have people like Sheila Height supporting us, who's a world-class astrologer and tarot master. We have Patty Kitson, who brings so much experience to the table, who's a fabulous reader. People really enjoy working with her, and we're lucky that she comes into Kent, Connecticut once a week on Sundays, and hopefully more shifts soon. Clea is fabulous. I'm so grateful that you found us. And Sierra, who's working with us from France, who hopefully will be doing some in-person sessions this summer when she visits. And also, I don't want to leave out my daughters, who have been fabulous in the background helping, and really helped me launch online initially. So that being said, let's talk about this week ahead, really appreciating what we have in our life right now, because we're in Taurus season. What's important to us? What do we really value? And you know, don't forget that Taurus rules jewelry, so this is a big jewelry month. So I actually broke out some of my grandmother's jewelry that she had given me. So I'm wearing some of that today, and so I can feel her closer to me also. I feel like she's part of this project also, along with a few others. Okay, so this week, the first thing I'm noticing, looking at the chart for the week ahead, is that, well, first thing that I saw was that we have Aquarius midheaven. So that's like up at the top of the chart. And to me, Aquarius is quirky and unpredictable, and but brilliant, insightful. I've been having a lot of internet issues, so I kind of chuckled when I saw that at the top of the chart, because Aquarius has a lot to do with the internet. So we have the Sun conjunct with Uranus, which rules the sign Aquarius, and so they're there together. And so I kind of cheated and took some notes from Sheila Height's astrology report, and she used the word freedom, humanitarianism, friendship, and I think that's what sparked to me wanting to share about great friends I have working for me. The right person at the right time is really what defines a friend in her mind. And I like that. It doesn't have to be those childhood friends or the people that you've known forever. A friend is anyone who's helpful to you. And so really it can be a stranger. It can be someone at the right time, the right place. And so be open to that kind of energy right now, because that Uranus energy conjunct the Sun, who we are, our life, our passionate energy for life, and that's going on. And so also being able to flow with the unpredictable things that are happening, because that's also going on. And not getting too, I was getting very frustrated with my internet issues last night. And so now it all makes sense. And so it really isn't worth the fuss, the tension that I felt in my chest. The sun rules the heart. We got to just remember and try to move on. So what else do I want to tell you? It's a very creative time. We also have the sun making a square, kind of this kind of action, with the planet Saturn. So the sun is our will, our life force, our heart chakra, all that kind of passionate energy. Square, Saturn, which is often seen as like the disciplinarian, the teacher that you don't like but you thank later, the taskmaster. And so you want to make sure you're not blocking yourself. You want to make sure that you're coming from the heart. You want to deal with what your mind is telling you, and deal with it with love. So some of those harsh rules that we can hear running in the back of our head, we want to kind of shine some light on that, question where that's coming from, because a lot of times I find I hear like my mother's voice, that religious voice talking. And so I have to update. Does that still work for me now? Let's see. So a square can be considered like a not comfortable way. It can be square, or if we start to work with it together, it can become a cooperation. So let's envision this time, cooperation, coming together with ourselves in a more loving, kinder way, and getting rid of some of the old, outdated rules that don't work anymore. Mercury is also trine Pluto, so it's making like a triangle with Pluto. So this is considered very harmonious. So Mercury is the planet of communication, and Pluto is the planet, it's often referred to as the charcoal briquette planet, right? So it just kind of kills off whatever no longer is needed. We've just came out of a full Scorpio moon, and that Pluto rules Scorpio, so we have a lot of Pluto energy going on. So the question you want to ask yourself is, how do you want your new life to be? Because Pluto rules the end of things, right? And so we want to create the magic in our life that we want right now. Our intuition is extremely strong, so we want to pay attention to that. You want to pay attention to any forms of communication that are coming at you right now. So that can be in your dreams, your thoughts that are coming up. They're coming up anyways with that Saturn energy going on. But what thoughts are coming up, what dreams, what messages, things from the past, things from the other side, those kind of things. What's coming up? What's helpful? What needs to go? Because Pluto has to do with death and transformation. So let's trash the garbage thoughts. It's time. They're not helping us. Let's create the life we want. There is magic. It's there for you. So take it. Make the life that you want. The change can happen like this. That Uranus energy, that bolts of lightning, that wow, look at so much just changed in a second. Okay. So I'm sure there's a lot more here, but I'm just going to just focus on these couple things. Also, there's a lot of planets in the first house, so it's easy to just be kind of thinking about ourselves when really that Uranus energy that's also there, it rules other people, it rules friends, it rules large groups of people. So make sure that you're thinking about others, not just yourself. And we have Mars there in Cancer in the second house. So Mars is how you take action. It wants to go, it wants to do, and it's in this watery sign of Cancer, and Cancers tend to like to nest or the comforts of home, I think. It's not that Cancers never leave home, they do, but they like the comfort. So I see it as a time to take great action in the home, making it beautiful. It's in the second house. Mars is in the second house, which is ruled by Venus. So time to make things pretty. Enjoy it. And also, I'm still seeing, I said this in my last few readings, that there can be a lot of changes in the workplace right now, and there can be a lot of lucky changes. And that Uranus energy of that bolt of lightning of change, and it can be very beneficial to you right now. So be open to that also, and try not to just get so rigid and about things like us humans can often do. Okay, so we're going to put this chart to the side. I want to show you some of the decks that I'm working with today because I've got some new ones out. So I have the 3 piles. Pile number 1, I'm using the Everyday Witch Oracle. That's this. You've seen me use the Everyday Witch Tarot deck a lot, and I love it. This is the Oracle. I love it too. So this pile 1 is Plant the Seeds. It's the season. Creating the life that you want. Pile number 2 is Strength and Resilience. This card reminds me of Sheila Haidt because I know that she has rights to perform ceremonies at Stonehenge, and so this just reminds me of her. I've never gotten to take that trip with her, but I hope someday that'll happen again. Pile number 3 is Sun and Stars. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to show you the other 2 decks that I'm using, and then you can pick your pile. So I pulled out the Everyday Enchantment Tarot deck. Isn't that pretty? It's the only negative thing I can say about it is a little hard to shuffle. It's big. I know some people have cut them down a little bit, but just look at the back of it alone is gorgeous. And some of these pictures are just fabulous in here. So we're gonna work with that one. And then I have this new deck that my friend Ginger, who's another great person I'm very grateful for, a helpful friend, great connection. She has Bohemian Gypsy down in Florida. She introduced me to the Witches Tarot, which I think I would have initially skipped over. I guess that's just me. And I'm so happy to have had this one brought to my attention. The deck is beautiful. It's kind of small, but not too small. I do have a mini one in stock too that's even smaller. And some of these images are just like, here's the Ace of Wands. I really connected with this deck. Let me show you another great picture. Oh, they're all good. Well, here's the Strength card. So really pretty stuff. Okay, so we have those in there, so pick your pile and let's get started. Okay, I'm here with pile number 1, Plant the Seeds. So we're talking about the energy of being able to create the life that we want right now. That's Pluto energy there that rules transformation, closure. So we're gonna garbage dump the thoughts, the things that don't work for us. And now's the time to communicate with the world about who we are. So let's see what we've got. I told you already about the decks that I'm working with. I've picked these cards. I have not looked at them yet, so this is a spontaneous reading. And we're starting off strong with the Death card. It's a pretty cool one. So that's Scorpio energy. There it is. It's ready for you. It's ready for you to let go of some of this past stuff and to really fully charge forward. Like his head is on fire. Look at that. So there's some thoughts that you're thinking that need to go. They need to be done. And I'm feeling like it's a good time to write them out. This is it. Okay. This garbage, clear out the head, what's going on there, and then let's burn that list. So get yourself outside. If you have a burn pit, burn it safely. If you don't, burn it over the toilet and flush it away. It's a great symbol that you will no longer accept those thoughts, because there's a lot of thoughts running, and I don't think they even are all yours. They're ideas, other people's ideas for you. They don't work anymore. Ace of Swords. There we go. Fresh thoughts, fresh mind. It's cleared up. You're free. The bird's flying. Big, beautiful bird. You're free to start thinking your own thoughts. Thank goodness. Did you know you're allowed to choose? Right? I always joke how I didn't know guilt was optional until I was about 30. You don't have to feel lousy for not doing what other people want you to do. Here's the Three of Wands. Look at that. There's this whole new world open and available to you. There's a new foundation being built of who you are. You're getting out there, you're seeing, and there's more large birds flying around up here. The freedom to be able, you're free. It's plain and simple. You're planting the seeds to the life you want now. You're gonna have to tend to it. Just got a big bag of fertilizer here. You're gonna create it, and you're gonna be patient because you know it's gonna take a little while. But you're gonna start envisioning it. Here's the Justice card, holding that sword up. Holding this sword up. So justice is associated with Libra, the scales of justice. The Libra is like anything in relationship, right? And it's ruled by Venus. Sometimes that's forgotten because Libras can get so out here making everything right for everyone else, trying to balance everything out, that the self-care can get overlooked. That's over now. It's coming, I placed it down right next to the Death card. That's over. Those ideas that taking care of yourself isn't priority, that's over. Because it is. It has to start with you. I want you to buy yourself some flowers and surround yourself with some pretty flowers that you like. Maybe make a thing of it where, like, for this month of May, each week, you're gonna buy yourself flowers that you like. And and your first tendency is gonna be like, oh no, that's a waste of money, or it's not. You're gonna invest in yourself, what you like, not flowers that like your mother liked, or these are gonna be what you like. Here's the 10 of Coins, 10 of Pentacles. This is such a fun deck. So it's like Christmas there, and it's like they're tossing around these pentacles, these coins. And so it's like spending the money on yourself, because your tendency is probably spending money on everybody else. And so that has to change too. There has to come back to you. This is Taurus season. This is Taurus is the second house. A 2, right, is going to symbolize relationships. You have to work on the relationship with yourself, because I get the impression that you're just giving, and that has to end. Someone told you that that's the way it was supposed to be, and they were wrong. Got the 3 of Swords, 3 of Blades. Some tears needing to be cried. The past relationship, it's interesting, there's like a framed picture back there that looks like a relationship. So we're just talking about the relationships. It's time. If you are looking to be in healthier relationships, it has to start with you. You have to start putting yourself first, clearing the mind of the garbage that's there that no longer serves you, starting to live this life that you want. And then the others are going to join you that align with you. But you gotta do the clearing work first. You can do it too. I know you can. Here's the 4 of Blades, or 4 of, oh yeah, it's Swords. Sometimes I get a little confused when they change the names. He's camping. He's taking the time out, but it looks like there's this badger nest underneath him that he doesn't even realize. That's interesting. Kind of down in their nest, he's in his nest. And here's the moon. This is the cover of the box for this deck. She's amazing. So she's got her guides. It's interesting. It's like coming in next to this one where there's this group of people hiking. And she's out there in the wild by herself. But she's not by herself because she has these wolves with her. And so she's not afraid to go out and start making the life that she wants. Instead of just waiting for the person, you know, to take the camping trip with you, to do the things that you want to do. She's out there living it. She's protected. She trusts her intuition about where to go, how to do it. And so the moon is all about trusting the gut feeling. Very feminine card. So I just see you getting out and starting to like live the life that you want. Even if in the beginning you have to do it by yourself, it's going to shift. You're making a statement to the universe that it's no longer just about everyone else. You're clearing up your thoughts. You're starting to plant the seeds of the life that you want to live. And you have to give it some time to grow and give yourself some time to heal over the relationships that didn't work. It's part of the process. It's what makes when the great relationships come in, it makes you value them even more. And they are going to be coming in. I'm going to pull a couple more cards about where this is going to go. When you start actually treating yourself properly, where is this going to head for you? Here's the Tower, and it's like the things that you can either let go of the things willingly that no longer work, or they will be removed from you eventually. Do it peacefully. Make the choice yourself. The burden that you're carrying is just too heavy, and it's reached its highest point. So take care of yourself. And here's the Chariot. So you can do it. You're going to move ahead. This is the card number 7 of the major arcanas, your spiritual path. And it's through the trusting in your intuitive messages that you're receiving. We're all receiving them, but we're receiving them even more right now. Let me grab my cheat sheet here. When I was talking about Mercury being trine Pluto, which is a very harmonious aspect. How do you want your new life to be? Create the magic. You have this magic available. Trust your deepest intuition, your dreams and your thoughts, and you're going to trash the other thoughts. And this is pretty much what this reading is saying to me. You've got this opportunity. Pluto's working in your favor right now. Allow the changes to come in, because I feel like when we make the changes, the universe, the changes are going to happen. The universe is either going to make them happen for you, or you can voluntarily do it. That's my opinion. So the burden that you're carrying is too much. You do need some rest. You need to let yourself off the hook. There's some grief that, you have to process it. It's part of the human experience. And you are going to start moving ahead quick in a great way. I'm going to pull just a couple more. I want to see how you can best take care of yourself right now. Because I give you a lot of work, but like, what does everyday life look like? It's the Page of Wands. He's getting out there. It's the Two of Swords and Three of Cups. Okay, just simple stuff like you get out there and take a hike. Get out there, get outside. Even if you have to go alone, that's okay. Bring something that makes you feel safer. Say a little prayer before you go. Ask your guides to help you, protect you, and walk somewhere where you feel safe. But if you can find someone to go with you, then do that too. But take the time to get outside, to get moving, to feel good, to stop. And there's a few things: the walking, the sitting, the meditating, the going in, letting that moon energy charge you up, letting the messages come in, developing the relationship with your higher power. So you could take a walk like she's sitting by a pond. If you feel comfortable closing your eyes by a pond, that would be a great thing for you to do. If not, maybe take the bath meditation when you get home. The Three of Cups is coming up, so it's definitely being around people that you care about, like-minded people. And if you don't have those people yet, then you're going to start envisioning them coming. Because as you clear up the nonsense stuff that's not working for you anymore, the thoughts that aren't even true, and when you start valuing yourself a little bit more, you're going to be around such better people, such more supportive relationships. And if you have those supportive relationships now, wonderful, enjoy them. But I want you to work on this relationship with yourself. And I see it going really well for you. You're going to feel better, and you're really going to start living a different life, a life that you really, really love. So that's a lot for 1 week ahead, but this is the start of it. So take advantage of the energy that's there, that's available to get you towards where you want to be, because it's harmonious. There's a lot of harmonious energy with Pluto. Take advantage of it and transform the things that need to be transformed. Thank you. Okay, I'm back with pile number 2, this beautiful Strength and Resilience card. Okay, so this is a spontaneous reading. I have not looked at any of these cards. Working with 2 decks, 2 new decks really for me. All right, we're starting off with the 10 of Swords. So the good news is that's the worst it can get. You see that? Kind of has, even though it's 10 of air, it really has a Pluto-like energy with the owl there to me. You see the owl up in the tree there. So there's definitely a transformation that's going on. The thoughts that you're thinking are overwhelming, not working for you. And so this is a good time to change that. You're strong and resilient, so you probably have accepted way more than most people would. It's the Wheel of Fortune, another 10. So the Wheel of Fortune is a Sagittarius card. It's ruled by the planet Jupiter, planet of luck and blessings. And so it's a 10, but when you break a 10 down, it's a 1. So it's really about you. And so we got 2 10s in a row. And this is a card of surrender. I love how it has like all different seasons of these plants. There is a surrender here because the resistance is just causing you too much pain. Here's the 7 of Wands. Looks like she's protesting. And she's got a picture of a tree at the top. 7 being the spiritual path, Wands being fire energy. And she really looks like she's making a statement that she's standing up for the planet or for the trees in general. I'm going to come back to that. Let's see what else we have. It's interesting though, the top, this one, she's got her hand up with a wand. And here, this wand card, she's got her hands up with a sign and with her fist up. We've got the 2 of Wands in the background. So 2 in relationship, he's getting out there with his cat and getting out there and getting out into the world, living the life that he wants. That's coming in the background. Let's see what else we've got. This beautiful King of Coins it's called here, or King of Pentacles. Good, he's jolly. So we've got the King of Pentacles coming in right next to the Wheel of Fortune. So there's definitely like, there's a lot of fortune. I'm just getting the impression that like you've been working a lot. And yes, it's been financially, you're doing well. You have a high level of strength. You probably, like I said, I get the impression that like other people could not work this hard. And you have like a vision of what you want to do and like where you want to go and places that you want to go. And you're very like, you stand up for what you believe in very strongly, but that's a lot of energy. Yeah, here's the Devil card. Look at this one. He's driving up a one-way street with a bottle of champagne, a bunch of money, smoking something. The rules do not apply to him. so we know, let me look at my cheat sheet here, because we know we have a lot of Saturn energy, and the devil's ruled by Saturn. So we have the Sun square Saturn this week. So Saturn being the rules, right? Saturn also, it has to do with the workplace, but the devil card is like all the stuff. The devil's like anything below the belt, all the things that we push down, or all the things we blame over on the devil, all the things that we consider that are wrong. And he doesn't care. He's not going to fit in with the norm. He's going to live large. So, and I just keep getting like there's a pursuit of money here that's exhausting you. That's basically what I'm getting. Let's see what else we have. Here's the Karma card. So this is the Judgment card, traditionally. And it's card number 20. It's a 2. So we have a 2 in the background here with the 2 of Wands, and then we have the Karma card. And so this is Pluto energy. This is related to Scorpio. This is related to the planet Pluto, that we know we have a trine, a harmonious aspect with Mercury. And it's interesting that this is coming in, the Karma card, right next to the Swords card, which would be related to Mercury. Mercury is how we communicate. It's our thoughts. So there's a transformation there going on with how you're thinking, how you're communicating. And I just see that there's a shift here, like what's been going on, the overworking, the putting money first, and I know we're humans and we have to do that, but something's shifting for you. Let's see what else it is here. And then we've got the 6 of coins. That one. So 6 of Pentacles. And there's people kind of asking for money. There's one person with a jar that says help. There's a Santa Claus there kind of ringing, asking for money. There's a man with a hat. Another man's hand is out. There's a dog patting, trying to get her attention, because she's seen as having it all. And so I would definitely be questioning like where you are giving your monies out, where you are overcommitted. And there has to be a transformation here. I want to pull a few more cards because I feel like I'm missing something. What is really important to know right now? The 6 of Pentacles again. This money being dropped down into these children. Okay, so you definitely, I'm getting the impression that like maybe you're giving a lot in relationships financially, but there's the heart of the matter is this 10 of Swords, this overwhelmment. So I'm just going to pull a couple more. It's important for you to know right now. It's the 5 of Wands, Temperance, and the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so the 5 of Wands is a lot of intensity. There needs to be a change there. There's just too much. There's too much that one person is doing. And so all I'm getting is like this workaholic energy. A lot of it is out of true care and compassion. Some of it's out of true care and compassion for the planet. And I do think that you do value yourself, but it's through the making money that the value comes in. And maybe you're funding a lot of people, or maybe you're giving a lot of money to your kids, or just to charities or to others. But there's a shift that needs to change about that now, that you need to start being a little bit more kinder to yourself and giving yourself a chance to rest, giving yourself a chance to recoup. I've got the Temperance card here. This is the card, one of the cards of the year for 2021, because 2021 is a 5-year. You add the digits together, it equals 5. And so the card, the Hierophant, and then Temperance, which is card number 14, 1 and 4 makes 5, are the theme cards of the year. Temperance is about balancing the heart, the cup of the heart, cup of the mind, pouring back and forth. It's ruled by Jupiter, so it is a card of luck and blessings and expansion. And here's the Nine of Pentacles. So there's definitely plenty there. So, hold on. I just want to pull a couple more because I think I know what I'm going here. Okay. So whatever it is that there's changes that you need to make this year so that you are getting more relaxation and rest and living, traveling really, getting out there and living the way you want to live. Because all the attention just seems to be on work. And as much as you're strong and you're resilient and you can handle that and you're kind of got like magician energy where like you can make really big things happen, it's still a lot of energy. And there's a time now for you to start transforming your relationship with money, your relationship. I get the impression that you're the boss. And there's a shift here. So you got to question where the financial leaks are, where the changes need to be made, because you have to advocate for yourself now. Like you've been advocating for others, and you have to make some boundaries with some people, some relationships that you're in, so that you can find more balance and have more enjoyable time. I don't really see it as like, yeah, there's an exhaustion, but like there's you'll be charged up by traveling. You'll be charged up by like going over oceans, flying over oceans. And I know that's a little hard right now, but starting to set up your life so that you will be able to have all that. There's plenty. The worry that there's not, or the worry, like some past times maybe when you've tried to hire people or bring other people in, let's not bring that up. That's over. This is different, and you can have better relationships now. So I'm just kind of getting the impression that you're going to start hiring people, starting to give yourself time where you can have more time off, and you got to work on dropping the poverty mentality, because there's enough for you to do this. And I really see this as this year, 2021. So I know this is just a week ahead, but this is what's coming up. And so this week you can start, I just pulled the Magician card. So this, and I just referenced the Magician, which is kind of cool. So you're going to start thinking, I really wish I had that first deck card back where it said planting the seeds. You're going to start planting the seeds this week. You're going to start thinking about your needs and not just everyone else's, because you need, I think you need a massage or an acupuncture treatment or a chiropractic treatment. That's what I'm saying. And you can't, it can't all just be you anymore. You can't just be the only boss, and you can't be the one running the whole show. And yeah, you're capable because you're strong, but it's not, your life is so much bigger than that. And so, yes, so this is the week to start envisioning it, start thinking about how it's going to work, start making plans. How do you want your new life to be? And so, yeah, it's going to take some time to set it up. We really need to get rid of the ideas that don't work. So those thought patterns that we want to use, that Mercury Trine Pluto, to start questioning the thoughts that you're thinking, like, oh no, I can't, I have to do it all. Oh no, last time I hired someone, or last time I got extra help, it didn't work out, and da-da-da. That stuff, that's got to go. You're going to garbage dump those thoughts. And so give yourself a chance. You're building a new, this is different. These are different times. You're building the life that you want, and you're going to start doing it. So start questioning where the financial leaks are, where you're wasting money, where you're funding others that is a leak. And get because money's not just money, it's power in a way. Get your power back and direct it where you want to, for what you want right now. You can do it. It's all available. I see you doing this. So start this week with envisioning it. Okay, have a great week. Thank you. Okay, I'm back with pile 3, Sun and Stars. So pretty. All right, let's see what you need to know. It's first week of May. And this is a spontaneous reading. I have not looked at any of these cards yet. We're starting off with the Sun. Woohoo. And you have the Sun and Stars, which is Fun. Okay, so the sun is thought of as a Leo card, heart chakra, living this big, beautiful, glorious life from the heart, the life that you want. We know the sun is square Saturn right now, so you're gonna make sure that you're not blocking yourself, right? Especially with outdated rules and thoughts. And you're gonna deal with what your mind's saying to you, but you're gonna deal with it with love. Let's see. Here's the 8 of Cups. All these dirty dishes, and this person's turned away from them. There's a mop bucket. There's all these regular daily life activities, and it's just kind of turning away from it. The door's opening, and there's the beautiful moon. So you've got a lot of references to the sun and the moon, and so it's like almost like time to draw you away. Like the everyday life stuff will never stop. The dishes and the garbage and all that just never stops. So we have to step away at some points. Here's the 5 of Swords. I love, this is such a beautiful version of the 5 of Swords. There's a transformation happening. There's like this moth there. It looks like hummingbirds. And 2021 is a 5-year of change. 5, it's asking you to change your thoughts. At least take a look at them. And we know with Mercury Trine Pluto, that harmonious action, Mercury, your thoughts, how you think, how you process. And it's time to make that change. And Pluto is all about change, all about transformation. So it's there for you. And so there's some transformation. Like, all I could think of when I look at this card is it might be time to hire a house cleaner or get some kind of support where you're not the one doing it all. Here's the World card. Look at that. The Green Man. So very strong, very beautiful energy here. And this is such a card of success. It's the last major arcana. It's when you're seen, you receive an award, things work out. It's a closure, a successful journey. It's ruled by Saturn. We know Saturn is square the sun. We started off with 2 of the sun and we're bottomed with Saturn. So you have to be thinking about dealing with what your mind is saying, dealing with it with love, letting that square energy become a cooperative energy for you. The sun and the stars, they're coming together. Cooperation to get the life that you want. There's the Ace of Cups coming in the background. This large overflowing cup of satisfaction. A lot of joy. Here's the Ace of Coins or the Ace of Pentacles. It's like he's building a wall here, and for me, it just kind of feels like I'm placing it down next to this one with all the dirty dishes, and it's like almost like you'll hire help to like do things, build things that you can't do, but you don't want to hire help for things that you know you can do. But you have to start questioning if that's working for you, and where is it that you're best contributing to the world? What is your contribution? Can your energy be used doing what you really want to do more than some of these tasks where you could be employing someone who really appreciates the work, who really needs the work in that manner, that maybe is trying to build up a business in that way where you're helping them achieve their dream. So it's all how you want to look at it, but you have to be looking at it from the heart, from what is really truly, what is your passion? Where will you be most satisfied? Where will your energy be best used? And how can you change your thought pattern around some things? Because like you may have been taught that you don't hire help, but is that true for who you are today? Here's the Temperance card. This is kind of fun because it's like like she's bringing exactly what like those people need, specific to them. Seems like there's a little bit of like the two people look like they're maybe fighting, maybe arguing, and there's this like beautiful fresh juice, this fresh perspective being delivered exactly for what's right for them. And like it's just coming up again, like what might be right for somebody might not be right for you. What you were taught as a kid might have worked for your parents, but does it work for you? And temperance is about, like, it's usually seen as like pouring from the cup of the heart to the cup of the mind, back and forth. And it's about satisfaction. It's the card of the year. It's 2021. So temperance is major arcana number 14. 1 and 4 is 5. It's our theme card for the year. It's ruled by Jupiter, which brings luck and blessings. So not a bad theme card. There's an expansion here. And it's funny, the sun and stars, the great expanse, the sky. So I don't think there's any lack here. And if you think that there is, I think that it's time to update what's going on in your thoughts. Great time to do it. Great time to clean things out. I'm all about writing down your thoughts that don't work anymore and burning that list. I love it. Safely, of course. By a bonfire if you have one, or over a toilet if that's a great safe way to burn something, flush it away. And here is the 8 of Wands. This one's kind of cool because it's got a for sale sign that says sold. So it's like, did that person just buy that house? That's the impression that I get, because the mailman's coming with the mail and maybe confirming that's the new homeowner. And so it's the 8 of Wands coming in right next to the 8 of Cups. And so a lot of times the 8 of Wands, I've heard it called the honeymoon card. It's a lot of passion, a lot of excitement, and there's changes with that. I mean, buying a new home, selling a home, that's a huge transformation. And so that's what I'm getting, that there's a huge transformation here for you. It's expanding by the second. Things are going to change quickly. That Uranus energy that's available right now, Uranus conjunct the sun. And so there's this quick changes coming in. And so start thinking about where your energy can be used best, where you can receive the most satisfaction. Drinking from the cup that satisfies you. It's not the same cup as everybody else. Let's see if there's anything else you need to know. The Fool. The Devil. And the Hierophant. 3 major arcanas. Is there anything else you need to know? Well, that right there tells me that you're moving in a great direction. 3 major arcanas, major secret of life, major lessons that you need to learn. That's what we came here for, to learn. And you got another one of the cards of the year, the 5, the Hierophant. So Hierophant, Sagittarius card, connecting you to your higher power, questioning your spirituality, questioning, learning more. And it was funny because when I first saw the sun and stars, I'm like, oh, maybe that person wants to learn a little more about astrology or tarot or something like that. It was more astrology. And there's the high priest, and he's pointing up. So maybe this is a good time for you to start learning more about your astrology chart. I know I'm self-promoting. But it's a great way to learn more about your strengths and weaknesses. And we talked about where can your energy be best used. And so this is a good time to look at that. And maybe you have some thought patterns around, well, you are watching this video, so, but maybe you were told that that's not the kind of stuff you're supposed to do, or all that double kind of thoughts. And maybe it's time to shine some light on those outdated ideas. There's the Fool, and he's what tarot's all about, at least to me. Card number 0. He's Aquarian. You have that Uranus energy. There's just this sudden change, sudden things working out. The Fool goes out and he learns from all the major arcanas all about life. And he's divinely guided and he's deeply blessed. And he goes out and starts a new journey. And so I encourage you to start a new journey, to harness this energy of Mercury Trine Pluto to start creating more of the life that you want. And I see a lot of joy available for you. And as you start to make the changes that free you up more to live the life, a lot of fun times. I see you outside, lightening up, like it's just all this fresh juice energy is making me want celery juice. The Fool energy, and really just living larger, and it's there for you. So start thinking about ways where you can get help for the things that maybe aren't what you need to be spending your time doing. So start looking at that this week. Start thinking about the changes that you want to make, and allow the harmony of these changes to come into your life. Have a great week. Thanks for joining me.